Hi guys, welcome to or back to my channel. My name is SimmerVlogs and I hope you're all having a fantastic day. In today's video, we'll be making a bridal store plus a jewelry store in The Sims 4. We are building this in Windenburg, which comes with the Get Together DLC. You can find all my builds for free on my Patreon with the CC list. Link is down below. You can also find me on TikTok where I go live and share more behind the scenes content. Link is down below. This video is about 20 minutes, so grab some snacks and settle down and let's talk a little bit more about this build. So I decided that it was time to make a bridal store. Not that I have any Sims that are getting married, just that I've been asked to do it a few times and I've yet to do my own version, so I thought why not check it out and try to do my own. And of course I couldn't just do a bridal store by itself. I decided to also do a jewelry store right next door, and also on the where the bridal store is on the 3rd floor I also did like an office situation. So I don't know if you'll use that space, but if you wanted to storytell or even turn that into a residential area, you can do that. But yeah, I just added it for a bit of realism, I suppose. But I treated it like a fashion house. It's like a boutique fashion house situation. I don't know if that makes any sense. But the theme I was kind of going for was Parisian, because when I think of love, I think of Paris and Windenburg. So far, I've been doing most of my Parisian builds in. I did like a ballet studio with the apartment and a cafe and restaurant. That's like right across from this build. So I thought, why not keep it going and do it here too? And I used a lot of Felix Andre's Chateau collection and the Florence collection, just a little bit of everything. And a lot of Lee's used Paris collection as well, like the CC from the Paris mod. And it worked out. So I'm really happy with how it turned out. And I did make some Sims for this build. I don't know if I'll ever play with those Sims, maybe, because they're so cute. I decided to do the bride, her two best friends, who will obviously be her bridesmaids also, and then also the designer, I suppose, or like the retail worker. Um, and I got them to try on some dresses and just hang out, have some drinks, and just chill. My idea is that you could use this for storytelling, but also an actual retail store. And even the jewelry store, you could use as a retail store. But most of my friends, they use my builds for storytelling. So whatever you like to do, it's up to you, really. Or you could even you could run your own store. So there's plenty of options. I thought the jewelry store would be cute because you could come to the bridal store for, your bridesmaid dresses, your bridal dress. But then you could perhaps visit the jewelry store with like your fiance, soon to be husband, to pick out wedding rings perhaps. I thought that was a cute little addition. But yeah, so it was really fun to do, and I really did struggle with the roofs, I'm not gonna lie. I was like pulling my hair out trying to figure out how the roofs should look. Whenever I looked on Pinterest, the Parisian roofs are a little bit, I don't know what the word is, but I couldn't figure it out. I think I was so tired at the time. I was like, how am I gonna get this to work? But it ended up I ended up changing it a few times. And you'll notice that this video is a lot of my videos, it's cut, like you don't see the full process. And that's because I'm streaming while I'm doing all these builds. So if you want to join the streams, you can come and check me out on TikTok. I try to go live at least 3 times a week. But sometimes I go live like 5 days a week. It depends on how I feel. I do want to start streaming on YouTube, perhaps even Twitch. I'll try Twitch again. I'm a bit scared of Twitch, low-key. But yeah, if you guys want to see more behind the scenes stuff, I recommend following me on TikTok for the meantime, because then we can hang out, chat, and just build together. The speed builds, I do it because in case people can't make my streams or you just simply like to enjoy my videos, that's there as well. And yeah, I'm thinking of obviously making my safe house. I don't know if Windenburg, I feel like Windenburg's huge, especially when you're building everything. Um, Decorating as well, it takes a lot of effort, but building, it just adds to that time a little bit. So I don't know, I'll keep going with the Parisian theme, I suppose, especially in like this neighborhood area, and then I'll just mix it up. I still do have a theater that I've done. I need to share for Windenburg, so I'm kind of working on that, trying to get that out. That's also a bit more, I don't know if it's more Parisian or not, but kind of the same vibes. So yeah, I'm using the Chateau collection right now to kind of go through and put all those little blocky pieces down. I don't know what any of these pieces are called. I used the Berlin collection by Felix Andre for the trim. I really love that trim, and I think that collection itself is so versatile. So I end up using that like in most of the builds that I do, especially the Parisian ones. But yeah, and I didn't want to make this. I didn't want to make this too big. I wasn't gonna put it on a smaller lot, but I thought it didn't. I don't know. In my head, it just like a building by itself didn't make sense. I sort of wanted to capture like the Parisian street vibe. I did that for the other build as well, so I wanted to kind of keep the same vibes going. But yeah, I really enjoyed this whole process. I felt like I think, I can't remember when I did this. It was some time ago now. It was quite a few weeks ago. But I did make some Sims, and I feel like I had a lot of fun making Sims. I always have the same face syndrome when I make Sims. It's so hard for me to make a Sim that doesn't look like a previous Sim I've made. But I'm really happy with how they turned out. And in my head, they're just, childhood best friends. And now one of them's finally getting married. And, they decided to fly over to Paris and help pick out the wedding dress. And, maybe in the future I'll play with them. I don't know. I'm just too scared to do some gameplay right now, especially with all the save files being corrupted. I'm trying to play it safe. I don't trust myself enough. But yeah, I'll definitely keep them though. So in case I do want to do something or carry a story around with them, we can do that. And yeah, this is just me going around and trying to figure out like what the exterior should look like. I didn't do a cafe. I was gonna see if I could try and do a cafe in like the jewelry store area, but I thought it's just a little bit too much. So if you want to change it up, you can. But just to capture that vibe, I thought why not do a little outdoor area situation with Six Am's Parisian collection. And it worked out. I think it's really cute for like screenshots and stuff like that. And I really loved it. And I did use a few debug items just here and there for like the exterior details, but that's about it. And yeah, my pet peeve, I'll tell you what my pet peeve is. It is not being able to match the terrain outside of the lots. Whether it's like terrain paint or tiles, it is so frustrating. Like I really want someone to come out and make terrain for like all the world so that we can like match with the paint or the tiles, anything. I'll take anything. It's just, and it's a big job because I can't think of any world where the terrain would match. I don't think I've seen anything like that. So if you guys know where I can get matching terrain paint or tiles, let me know because it is just driving me nuts. I try so hard to try and blend it in, especially with lots like these. It's just so unfortunate. But yeah, I am currently working on quite a few builds at the moment. I have so many I have to get out. Like there's just such a big backlog. But I don't know if you guys saw my last week's video. I did the culinary house in Henford. So that was a really fun build as well. And yeah, I'm little by little, I think I'm trying to get all the builds out. I need it all out by December. Because I don't want to take these builds that I've done this year into the new year. So I'm really trying to like get ahead of my schedule. But yeah, and of course it's like it's a bit hard because it's like I don't want to like do repetitive buildings. Like I don't want to like how to say, like if I do a house in Tartosa and then I go and do another house in Tartosa, like it kind of gets repetitive for me at that point. So like I'm trying to break it all up. So if I stuck to my plan of doing a save file, like focusing on that, then I'll probably have one by now. But I don't want to force myself, so I'm just gonna take my time. Even if it cuts into next year, that's completely fine. Um, by the looks of it, Henford or Tartosa, those are the ones we're finishing first. And then I'll just keep going from there. And I don't know how I'm gonna share it. I'll probably do a master CC list for those builds I'll be sharing in the save file, and then put all the tray files into a zip folder, and then you could just plop it down. Unless you already have the builds that I've been sharing one by one, and you just um, you probably already have all the builds, so you should have a complete save file. But yeah, and in terms of making sims for the save file, I might make a few or ask my friends if they're able to help. But yeah, it's a big process. I don't know how to go about it. I'm gonna just figure it out on my own. And of course, like I'm still learning as I go. Like it's it will be my first day for shared. And yeah, I did get quite a few comments about this GShade preset I'm using. I am testing a few presets out. This is like my 7th one. So I did notice that like with MXAO when I use it, the frame rate tends to drop just a little bit when you're gameplaying. It's not too bad, but like I did notice that compared to my other presets. So I'm just gonna take my time with this one and see how I go. I don't know if I'll be showing exactly this one or something else. I haven't decided, but I don't want it to, impact anyone's gameplay or anything like that. So yeah, I hope to fix it and hopefully I get to share it. I don't know, no, but fingers crossed. But yeah, this is the bridal store retail area. I'm calling it because this is the first floor, and in the second floor. By the way, if you heard noise, that's just me adjusting my chair because I'm tired. Okay, my back has been killing me for the last like 8 weeks. So like I'm constantly like leaning back and forth on this chair trying to adjust. But yeah, as I was saying, this is the area where I thought I could put some bridesmaid dresses. So like, they could shop around, and I put some perfumes as well, which you could give as like bridal gifts. I don't know. And at this point, I don't know last time I did a retail store actually where I used mannequins, but well, not this many anyway. And I had no idea that you could only put 10 per lot. I had no clue. I was just putting down as many as I wanted because I wanted 3 at the front, technically 6 because of the windows. And then I wanted like 6 inside where the actual like clothes are. And I wanted 1 up on the second floor as well. I didn't know. Okay, and I was devastated. I was like, what? No. And someone told me there is a mod for it, but I didn't want to, because I'm going to be sharing the build. So I don't want you to go out your way to get another mod just to download the build. So I just used 10. I really had no idea. If I was doing like the bridal store plus like a store for like suits, like the groomsmen store, I'll call it. I don't know. I don't know what it's called. Like a suits place, I guess. Then I would be in big trouble. I'll be in huge trouble. But yeah, these magazines, look how pretty they are. I love these magazines. I can't remember who it's by. I had to check. I think it was Baby Girl. Um, I'm pretty sure. Oh god, my brain was it Centate. I don't even know now. I have to check. But I use those to put them down, and this is me trying to figure out which one to use. And yeah, I just thought I wanted to go for a very feminine vibe in here. And there's no little change rooms now. I know like change rooms aren't really functional. Well, not the way I've done this anyway. But yeah, I just thought if you want to record something in here or just play, like you can just pretend that's what I do half the game. But yeah, and I did put a bar up here so the girls could like grab some champagne. And yeah, and you might see these blue shells that I've used throughout this build. Those are really by I think Liu. I have to check. I mean, it'll be in the CC list, but those are like OMSB shells, and I wanted to use those. Is it Liu? Oh, I can't remember now, but it helps put everything down like a lot more than what the item would allow. So you can see me stacking all the perfumes, and on that rack, I could normally not put that many dresses because it keeps, clipping. But having that helps, like the blue shelf thingy, helps slot things in more easier. So I just thought to use those. So if you don't want to download OMSP shells, that's fine. But some of the items will be missing if you don't have that downloaded. But yeah, I didn't really, how to say, playtest this as a retail store. Because I just ran it as like a normal like household. I just want to make sure your sims can get around and they can interact with stuff, which they could do. So yeah, it's up to you and how you want to use this build, because normally when I do gameplay, I don't really bring them in to a retail store to do gameplay. I kind of make it into a house and block the doors because I don't want the other sims coming in. But that's just me. So you could be playing it completely differently or normally. But yeah, that's what I do. And upstairs, I did do the office space like I was speaking about. I did put a little kitchenette area. And I thought just for storytelling purposes, or even if your sim wants to run this as a store, they could perhaps, make the upstairs their office, or even turn it into their apartment. And the chat was telling me there's like sewing machines that I could use, but I didn't get them. I think they were paywalled, or yeah, I don't think they were out yet, and I just forgot to get them, to be honest. But if you have sewing machines or anything like that, you could perhaps put those down upstairs to make it a little bit more, realistic, I suppose. Like that's where they make the dresses. So definitely up to you. I think upstairs, the way I did it, it's more for like the marketing team, and where they take pictures of the dresses. So yeah, it's completely up to you on how you want to use it. But yeah, guys, this video will be coming to an end in about 5 more minutes. I hope you had fun. I will do my best to get all my builds out, but I just want to say thank you so much for your support and for hanging out with me all this time. Um, and yeah, let me know what you guys think down below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn your notification bells on so you don't miss anything from me. And yeah, I'll probably see you in the next video. See you soon. Bye bye.